balance. There's no debate about it. So now I kind of started to evolve into this system of the lotto machine. Now you can't touch me. Wednesdays I'm there, lotto machine. After school, my parents will fetch me from school. I was schooling in Vanderbijl Park. They'd fetch me after school, drive all the way to Paris, and I would operate the lotto till late, close the shop. Next day I'm back at school. This would also happen on Saturdays because that's when the draws would happen. And now my life is stress. Now it's stress because my till isn't balancing. Clients are coming to me saying, I didn't win, where's my refund? You know? Now I'm in another level of stress. It's not even about rotten tamatis or stock in a misplaced place. Now I'm dealing with lotto and stress. So I continued, I grew, I evolved, I moved from the lotto machine. I was able to train somebody else to operate the lotto machine. Now I'm working in the tavern, which I know was very illegal at the time. But again, my parents, they're also hustling, they're also teaching me. And now I'm dealing with people who are coming to the tavern. So now I'm evolving, I'm growing up, I'm still in school, and I'm also now trying as I grow to do certain things at school. I'm selling chocolates, I'm selling sweets, I'm getting stock from the shop, I'm taking it to school, I'm selling, I'm making a profit, I'm speaking to my parents because they were not paying me to work at the shop. But I realized later on that all of the valuable lessons, they actually paved the way for me. So as much as they weren't paying me, they actually built the foundation of me as an entrepreneur right now. So I'm growing up, I'm in my early 20s, I'm selling hay, I'm selling herbs, I'm selling creams, you know, I'm doing this. And unfortunately, the business at the time was also evolving due to different types of evolutions in the Kasi space, Kasi economics, you know. So I'm now independent. I can no longer run to my parents to ask them for money or assistance. Now it's on me. As I'm evolving, I'm also learning, like, okay, what was that one thing? What did I love? And I actually really loved that lotto machine. So I found myself upskilling, training myself in the tech space. I'm doing everything that I can to gain skills. I'm learning how to code. I'm learning how to build front end, back end. But I'm still not sure what exactly I'm doing. So as time went by and I evolved and I kind of started to see more opportunities out there as they are today, I was fortunate enough to meet my business partner, Nguleko. You'll see him because we match, we always match. If you see me, just look for a matching person, he's there. And we founded this company called Saturated. Now what Saturated is, it's a sector-agnostic digital solutions agency. We offer your web design, we offer your creative agency services, we offer software development, we offer quite a lot in the digital space, and we've kind of evolved from where we were. So from the till, again, to the lotto machine, the same with the business of Saturated. So now I'm fortunate enough to be in this space. I kind of have a strong background, but what I'm noticing is that, hey, everywhere I'm going, there's not many women in the room, nor is there many black women in the room. So I kind of learned very, very, very early was have a thick skin. You might not end up in a space where people look like you, where people act like you, where people are privileged like you, or come from a different background, but it doesn't matter. When you are there, you must show out and you must show up. And that is where I got to kind of get really, really strong in terms of who I am as a person and a lot of the lessons that I learned working at the shop when I was young. So now Saturated was born in COVID, was born, you know, behind the doors. We hustling, we grinding, you know, we working from home, we're not worried, we have internet, we're reaching for business, things are growing, things are moving, you know, because now everybody needs to be digital. So it was tough, but we had exposure and a platform for opportunities, and we took it. We started servicing our customers. Now, one thing that I learned very early at the shop was the customer is not always right. And I had to implement that now in Saturated. Because you explain to the customer how processes work, but the customer will tell you, no, this is what I want. And often in those places where you don't have an agreement with someone, especially a signed agreement, which is very, very important in this case, is that if my end of the bargain is 50 and your end of the bargain is 50, we get to 100. And what's difficult in a service-based business is that you kind of don't measure yourself as stock, because when you're selling tamatis and your tamatis run out, it's either you restock or you don't sell because you don't have tamatis. But when it's a service business, you're always thinking, when am I going to get that opportunity? It doesn't matter what, I'm not sleeping, I'm delivering. So we started working on more and more projects, and I would realize that I'm actually milking myself dry. Like I don't have any more to give, but I want to give because I'm so excited. I'm passionate about technology, I'm passionate about innovation, and I want this business to grow. So we managed to land a client, quite a big project. It was gonna cover about 3 months rent at the time, and everything was going well. Introductions are made, presentations, the works. Only to find halfway throughout the project, the client had asked for access to some of the files in order for them to present to the client, because now we're working together as a group. I've never heard from that client ever again, like till today. Since 2020, gone. Those open files are gone. The invoice is incomplete, no payment. Your rent is due. Now you're also getting some notices. There's nothing you can do. Gone, disappear, calling, nothing. It's gone. Simple as that. All of that hard work of me milking myself dry, my business partner milking himself dry, all for it to fade just because of that 1 cent button. Then I realized, okay, I'm not gonna play this game anymore, I have to. That's what the till fortunately helped me, and the lotto machine was, accuracy is important. You need to fix a problem now, otherwise it will fester. And that's why, as he said, I'm a freak, but it's a control freak. That's what you must know. So, fine, it took some time, I had to accept this project is gone. We have to hustle. Things are hectic, things are moving, business is coming, but we're not really following what's going on. Like, money's coming in, but when we need this, we're buying data, when we need this, we're going there, all of a sudden you realize that there's no money in the bank account. So what's actually going on? Because every day I'm working to the bone, but I don't see the results. Where's the profit? And that's what business is, it's profit. So I had to go back to the lotto machine. Now I must look like, okay, what's going on? And then I realized that in business, there's also another lotto machine, and that lotto machine is called SARS. Now, if you don't know SARS, you will know SARS. When you play lotto, you will know SARS. That is just the outcome, that is the name of the game. And now through this growth and through these opportunities, we then now are in places where you actually need your SARS certificate just to even get in the room. Now we're looking at SARS, SARS is saying non-compliance. Now I'm just like, what? What is going on? Now we have to deal with SARS. We have to deal with opening disputes. We have to deal with finding accountants. We have to deal with annual financials. You're there on SARS, you just put 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then you see, green light, you are compliant. This time it wasn't working because you can't hide from SARS. All of the information is there. And those are the growing pains of business. Eventually, we got SARS back, we fought the good fight. Now we're green, we're crystal clear. We paid what we needed to pay to SARS and vice versa, and had to start bearing in mind that the same way on that lotto machine, when I check out, the numbers must balance, is the same way with SARS. You have to make sure the numbers balance for your business. All right, SARS is sorted, life is moving again, we are growing, now we're like, let's expand a bit, let's get some young black people, to let's train them, because we're very passionate about training people. I'm self-taught, Nguleko was also self-taught, and we were able to then get certification from being self-taught and to be credible in order to deliver how we deliver. So I'm finding young people, we met an agency, we're getting learners, and we are placing them. You're thinking, okay, every day you're just gonna say, you do this, you do that, you do that, and then at 5, I'm just gonna check, make sure, isn't just grand. Hey! When they say more money, more problems, it's more people, more problems. More people is more problems. So we were actually quite fortunate because we would get really good learners, people who are so eager. I love that because, we are eager as black people, we are eager as young people. When we expose ourselves, there's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't learn. So we were really getting people who were open to that. Some are young girls, they've never coded before. Some have never worked on laptops before. Some are not even able-bodied, but they are doing what any 10 able-bodied people can do. And then we got one rotten potato. Yeah. That one rotten potato came and changed my life. Because I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, we follow processes, we know what the HR processes are, but umuntu, you talk to each other, you want to find a solution. You don't want CCMA is not even something I'm thinking about at the time, yabo? Now this rotten potato sent so many fake doctor's notes, so many. They would doctor their training schedule, the dates. When you ask them for work, they say, I'm at training. You're like, no, send me a training schedule. The dates are no longer sangani, but fine. You're like, hey, okay, it's fine. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Ne? Then the other time they say to us, they can't do work, because now we're working from home, ne? And don't think working from home was a choice. We didn't have an office. We didn't have an office, we didn't have a space. We just have laptop and data. We need to deliver to our clients. So we equip them with laptops, we equip them with data, but I'm being told that I can't deliver because the laptop is broken. Fine, we book the laptop in, take it for repairs. It's still in repairs right now, they can't fix it. When I asked what happened to the laptop, they say they don't know. Fine, it's okay. We'll give them another laptop. Let's give them another laptop. Let's give them a chance. We want to empower them. This is what we are about. That laptop just came back. The trackpad isn't working. And it's funny because before we had given that laptop to someone else, one of our very first learners who worked with us used that laptop for close to 3 years. And then from her own ability and from her own savings and her own ambition, she bought her own laptop and said, please take your laptop back. I've got my own laptop, I'm setting it up, I'm sorted. Within 2 weeks, that laptop is broken. Now I have another laptop again, needs to get fixed. They can't find the parts. It's done, 2 laptops down. And eventually we had to now HR is real for me now. Now it's no longer I'm speaking to you. Now it's I have to issue first warning, issue second warning, issue third warning. And now that person is no longer with us anymore. It's not nice, but it's the unfortunate truth. And it's sad because I don't know if it's his real mom who sent us a message to apologize, to say that this is what happened. But we had given that person so many opportunities to kind of show us, show me something, and got 0. So I realized, okay, I can't be Mother Teresa. I can't save everyone. And I also can't do that for the business, because when that person wasn't delivering, that person would go to sleep at night. But for us, it was different. You can't go to sleep at night. You have deliverables to deliver. You have to now take on that added work that was not meant to be for you, and you have to do it on top of the added work that you are still doing. Because remember, I'm still milking myself dry. I'm still blundering all the way today. But there's some light, guys. There's some real light, because Saturated has done so much for me. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Saturated. I wouldn't have met Dr. Roche, and he wouldn't have mentored me to kind of see what I can be and how I can utilize people to grow the business and delegate and not put so much on my shoulders, you know? And as we evolve and as we are growing, we got more and more opportunities until we eventually traveled. We've traveled Africa. We've been able to work with people outside of South Africa. We've traveled to Namibia. We've traveled to Botswana. And we were also fortunate enough to travel to Russia. Like, I know, right? The war, there was nothing in Russia. It was amazing because there's no black people in Russia. So everywhere you go, people are taking videos of you are just there like, yes, what's your name? Beyonce. Beyonce is my name, you know? They don't know, they don't understand. You know, it's a different culture, it's a different world. But having those opportunities and being with other people who are young, just like me, other people who are trying in different spaces, can actually catapult your journey from someone who is working, packing tomatoes, who was striving to operate the till. And I operated that till. And I moved to operating the lotto machine, to working in the tavern and selling hay and selling herbs and upskilling and being in the ICT space where 80% of the time, I'm the only woman in the room. But it's changing, things are changing. Like women are doing amazing things. People are doing great things for women in the ICT space. So that's truly incredible. It's changing so much. But what I wanted everybody to kind of take away from all of these stories, because I have stories for days. Like, I could go on up until tomorrow. And you'll ask yourself, how, Mamello, why are you still doing this? Why? And we are taught from a young age, when you fall, you get back up. When you start walking, you crawl, you'll fall, but you get back up. Yeah. When you ride your bicycle, you're gonna fall and you're gonna get back up. Yeah. Nobody falls and just stays on the ground and life happens. Like, how, you know? So that's what I adopted. And I would always ask myself, I'm still asking myself, why are we so afraid to fail? Why is it a blunder? You know, failure is your friend, because failure is going to teach you that when you fall, the ground is like this, the texture is like this, you're gonna bleed like this, you're gonna hurt like this. So next time, do better. And in all of this, I got to actually come to this formula of my life, which is be plus do equals success. So if I can just be the best version of myself, try to be a better human each and every day, do what I'm passionate in, which is technology, do what I'm passionate in, which is business, do what I'm passionate in, which is skills transfer and development, I will actually be successful. Because I wouldn't have ended up, I've never dreamt about going to Russia ever. Like, Ukraine, the war, no, it's not even a thought. But I was there, and I realized that sometimes the world isn't what we think we are. People are telling us, but we actually need to expose ourselves and take those opportunities. And that's the same with business. There will be blunders. Don't even get it twisted. Like, the success stories, they're there because I exist. But I exist because of all of those blunders. So I want everybody to kind of take that in terms of the financial losses that we took, the stress, the time that we spent on other people and on ourselves to grow as a business, and also that stamina that you get from knowing that every day, if I keep on doing, I'll end up where I'm supposed to be. Is that blunder your way through life. It doesn't matter. Blunder. Roll, fall, cry, eventually you are going to get there. There is light at the end of the tunnel. It's true. So thank you so much for this opportunity. And yeah, let's keep blundering through life.